All right, here we go. Here's the next set of problems, and it's dividing powers. So let's go ahead and review real quick what happens when we divide powers. Remember, when we're dividing powers, same bases, we subtract their exponents. So it's going to be 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is b to the power of 3. And then just a reminder, if we have a negative exponent, we got to move its position. So like this has to be made a fraction and move down. But if there's a negative exponent down here, then you have to move it up. All right, so let's go ahead and solve this problem right here. So what do I have going on here? We have 14 x to the 7, y to the 5th, all over 21, x to the 1 power is a 1, y to the 4th. All right, so I'm going to go and write that 1 real quick. So remember, if we're dividing same bases, we actually subtract. Let me go ahead and set up my problem. We know that this right here is a problem. We know that this right here is a separate problem, and then we know that this right here is a separate problem. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and divide these individually. So this right here, what is 14 divided by 21? So 14 divided by 21, right? If you plug this in the calculator, and I'll plug it in so I can show you real quick. Let me put my calculator up. Here we go, calculator right here, bam. All right, so if I do alpha y equals, bam, 14 divided by 21, and I do it this way because I want it to stay a fraction, because I know it's going to be a fraction, bam. Then it's going to be points. So I do math, fraction, bam. So it's actually 2 over 3. So 14 divided by 21 is 2/3 still. So this right here is going to give me 2 divided by 3. Okay, so that means, I'll actually do it in a minute. So then what does this simplify to? Remember, this is the same thing as x7 minus 1. What is x7 minus 1? That's going to give me the same thing as x to the power of 6. All right, so what is this going to give me? Sorry, this is going to give me y5 minus 4. But what is 5 minus 4? It's y to the 1 power, so it's y to the 1. All right, so what happens now? Well, I want you to see that this right here is a fraction, and this is not a fraction, but I've already taught this multiple times. So how do you make anything that's not a fraction a fraction? We put a 1 under it. So put a 1 under this, put a 1 under this, bam. Now, how do we multiply fractions? We multiply straight across. So it's just top times top times top, bottom times bottom times bottom. So then here's the way it goes. So what is 2 times x squared times y to the 1? Now, when you're multiplying different letters and numbers, right now at the very top, it literally just gets pushed together. So this 2 becomes 2, x to the 6, y to the 1. Nothing changes because we have different letters and we only have one number. All right. So what is 3 times 1 times 1? Well, that's just 3. So then that just stays there. So this right here is your simplified version. Now we need to take this, plug that bad boy in the calculator. All right, so here we go. So I need to do a fraction. In order for me to do a fraction, I think we have the divide sign. So I'm going to hit divide. There goes my fraction symbol. So up top, what goes 2x, x to the 6th power. So I'm going to hit x to the a. I'm going to put ab. So it gives me that little, so I'm going to put 6. Then I'm going to hit right. Okay, and then I need y to the 1 power. I can just do y, or I can do y to the 1. This should be the same answer. Now I'm going to go down, and I need to put a 3. And that should be my final answer. So I'm going to submit. Yes, correct. See, there are all the steps right there. All right, guys. That's how you do all these problems. Good luck.